What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I've got two Silver Britannias here. This one's from 2009 and this one is a current issue. Same coin, same mint, same 1 troy ounce of silver, but these are not the same coin. Different purity, different size, different weight, and completely different security features. Today, we're going to break down exactly what changed and why that matters for your stack. Let's get into it. The Silver Britannia was first issued in 1997 by the Royal Mint. The Britannia herself, the female personification of Britain, has appeared on British coinage since the 1600s, so this was a natural choice for a flagship bullion coin. My 2009 coin was struck in what's called Britannia silver. It is 95.8% pure. This is actually historic standards dating back to 1697, and the Royal Mint used it as a nod to that heritage. The remaining 4.2% is a copper alloy. The total weight is 32.45 grams, but the fine silver content is still 1 troy ounce. The coin is 40 millimeters in diameter, and the obverse features Queen Elizabeth II. The reverse has a unique 1 year only Britannia design because in the early years, the Royal Mint alternated designs. Even years got the classic standing Britannia. Odd years got unique artist interpretation used only once. That makes older, odd year coins like this 2009 interesting to collectors. The mintage was just 100,000 coins, and the security features, there were none. No microtext, no latent image, nothing. Just a straightforward bullion coin. And at first, I didn't really love this coin until I knew the history, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. Starting in 2013, the Royal Mint made a major change. They upgraded the purity from 95.8% to 0.999 fine silver. This brought the Britannia in line with international bullion standards and put on equal footing with the American Silver Eagle and Canadian Maple Leaf. That purity change affected the physical specs. The modern coin weighs a little bit less and just barely over 1 troy ounce since there's almost no alloy. And that diameter shrank from 40 millimeters down to 38.61. You can see and feel the difference. The 2009 coin is slightly larger and slightly heavier in hand. The modern version locked in Philip Nathan's classic standing Britannia as the permanent reverse design. No more alternating year-to-year artwork on the coins. If you want unique designs now, you're buying proofs, and in 2023, the obverse switched from Queen Elizabeth II to King Charles III. Let's discuss the 4 security features. In 2021, the Royal Mint added 4 anti-counterfeiting features that completely transformed this coin. This is where the modern Britannia leaves everything else behind. Number 1, the latent image, the lower left on the reverse. Below the gown, you'll see a trident. You tilt the coin, and it transforms into a padlock. It works like a hologram, shifting between the 2 images depending on your angle, nearly impossible to counterfeit. Next up, the surface animation. The waves behind the Britannia appear to actually move when you rotate the coin. This is created using picosecond lasers, technology borrowed from medicine and aerospace. These micro details create an illusion of rolling waves as light hits from different angles. Microtext. Surrounding the Britannia, the Royal Mint inscribed a Latin phrase meaning an ornament and a safeguard around the outer edge of the waves. The text is so fine, you almost need a magnifying glass to read it, and counterfeiters can't replicate it with any consistency. And then number 4 is tincture lines. This is a revival of a centuries-old technique, intricate line patterns on metal that historically represented colors and patterns. The Royal Mint applied this to Britannia's Union Jack shield with alternating patterns that are extremely difficult to reproduce. Each feature on its own is hard to fake, but all four together, the Royal Mint has said a counterfeiter would likely spend more time trying to replicate these coins than the coin is worth. Compare that to my 2009 that had 0 security features. It is a completely different world. All right, let's look at pricing. As of today, silver is about $80 spot price. If we look over here at APMEX, about $91, a little bit on sale, so let's say 94. Compare that to Eagles, which are a couple bucks more for the same thing. Checking a few other sites, we got JM Bullion has some in stock for 95, and then a Silver Eagles 96, 97. So you do save a little bit on the premium, and I think overall they're just prettier coins. They are harder to find. I've noticed some websites do not carry them, and if you're in the UK, Britannias are exempt from capital gains tax as legal tender. So that's a major advantage over bars, rounds, and possibly other government coins. So I was going to put up the screenshot of these other designs of Britannias. These are my favorite coins, especially the new ones. I will put a link to it in the show notes. And as always, thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next one. Keep stacking.